In this video, I'm going to walk you through my Candle Cost of Goods Sold and Pricing Calculator. Not just how to use it, but why each tab exists and how the numbers work together. Before we start, I want to explain something important. Each tab serves a specific purpose, and separating them keeps formulas from breaking, keeps input clean, and makes the pricing logic easier to understand step by step. Once you understand one tab, you move to the next. That's the same process you'll use every time you price a candle. Start here. The Start Here tab explains how the entire calculator works. It tells you which fields are auto-calculated, which fields you manually enter, and the order you should follow. Nothing on this tab is meant to be edited. Its purpose is guidance, so you don't feel overwhelmed before you even start. If you ever forget how something works, this tab is your reset point. Master Cost Setup. This tab is where everything begins. Here you will enter your actual material cost. Things like wax type, fragrance oil, jar, lids, wick, brand label, warning labeled, wick stickers, and wick clips. You're not entering the per candle cost yet. You're entering total purchase cost. For example, if I change the total cost of wax here, watch what happens. You'll notice the cost per unit updates automatically. This matters because once this number is correct, every downstream calculation becomes accurate. This tab exists so you only enter these costs once, instead of repeating yourself everywhere else. Candle recipe per candle. This tab answers one simple question: how much of each material goes into one candle? Here you enter wax ounce, fragrance oil, jar, lids, wick, brand label, warning labeled, wick stickers, and wick clip. This tab is intentionally separate from cost. Why? Because recipe is about usage, not money. If I change the wax amount here from 7 to 8, the calculator immediately knows I'm using more material per candle. That change flows into the next tab automatically. This separation is what keeps the logic clean and prevents formula from breaking. Cost of goods sold breakdown. This is where clarity happens. You do not type anything on this tab. The calculator automatically shows cost of wax per candle, cost of fragrance oil per candle, and cost of each component, and your total cost of goods sold per candle. Right now, our total cost of goods sold per candle is $4.14. If I go back and increase my fragrance oil usage, then return here, watch how the total cost of goods sold updates. Now it is at $4.49. This tab exists so you can see the math without touching it. It's designed to be read, not edited. Pricing insight. Now that we know the true cost per candle, we move into pricing. Here you enter your target retail price. The calculator instantly shows cost per candle, gross profit per candle, and profit margin percentage. If I change my retail price from $30 to $24, watch how the margin changes. This is where pricing decisions become intentional instead of emotional. You can test scenarios before you sell instead of finding out later that your margins don't work. Once you understand this flow, you can price any candle you make. The link to the Candle Cost of Goods Sold and Pricing Calculator is below. Take your time with it, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. See you next time. Bye!